Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. The Chargers at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. Running on first down, Eckler. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. Keeps himself upright. Herbert has it knocked free. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunity.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Ball again on 2nd down. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Throwing left side, it's complete. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Herbert. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Hall again on 2nd down. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. He's got him in. Complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. This is Wilson on the jet sweep. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson, he's going to float this one deep right side. And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll hand off here to Eckler. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Paul ought to give up the middle. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the 16, Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. This a 33-yard attempt. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Charger drive about to get going. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Herbert has it knocked free. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Here's Hardman to return. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wilson. Forced out to his left. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught by Williams. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second down, a run with Hall. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
They'll run with Hall. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll work down inside the 45.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Ball again on second down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They go play action with Wilson. On the move to his left. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it fourth down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go. And
that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Allen. Keenan Allen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the sack on first down, Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Up the middle with Eckler. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse.
Herbert has it knocked free.
Give me that shit. What the fuck, bro? What the
We can
fuck?
hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into
Under pressure, and they got to
What
him
the
again.
fuck?
Ashton Davis. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings
God
up
damn,
fourth down.
man.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third
Oof.
quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
Hardman on the return.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Escaping the pressure right.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he's got room. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Straight ahead is Hall.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. This is Lazard with a catch out left.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the toss, it's Hall.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Jets have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. It got his man complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Herbert. It's caught on the right side. Williams. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a
go.
fourth-quarter lead. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the 45 on second down, Wilson.
That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
In motion right is Wilson. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Still 9 remaining on second down. They'll give to Hall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Wilson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets are able to move back in front.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The Charger drive about to get going.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring. Herbert has it knocked free.
And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up. Herbert. Oh, but he can't get out of bounds. He'll have the first down, but he's brought down in play.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now Herbert.
No.
He's got a man complete.
No.
And he's across for the touchdown. It's likely the game winner here in the closing
God
stages.
damn.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Oh.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game.
Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And